Alright, so this will be my third session of Death's Door. Who's ready? Let me get this launching up here. I need to make sure I get this on the screen here. Hold on. Hold on. Ah, loud. It surprised me. What? There it goes. Okay. This is cool. I'm noticing the title screen here updates with things that I have found in the game. Like there's that big old hammer I got during the last sitting, as well as all my shiny objects. So that's pretty cool. It says I'm 46.8% done with the game. I'm betting that there's probably like a final dungeon after I do the third one, since I'm like only about to be halfway through the game. Yeah, I know the game told me about 3 dungeons, mostly. But I had a feeling there might be like a final one after I do the 3 that the game told me about. Let's see now. I got done maxing out my speed last session. After that, I'm probably going to... Probably gonna pile it into strength next. I think that's my plan. I was really feeling my lack of strength the last time I played. Now, where do I need to teleport? Is it here? In order to get to the third dungeon? Hello. Hail and well met, Senator Racecarbed. You're here just in time. I should ask, are you in my Discord? Do you get notified when I'm streaming through that? Or is it like Twitter or something? Or do you just get Twitch notifications? I never really ask people, like, which one it is. Because I'm sure there's plenty of people who are, like, in my Discord, but have a different name. And I don't know if they talk to people in there or if they're just in it for the notifications. Man, it's been too long since I like sat down for a session of this game, so now I have to like figure out where I was. I'm sure the last time I played I also like ran around attacking these early game enemies. You know, I think there's an achievement in this game for putting a seed in every one of these pots. So just for that reason, I'm gonna start planting them whenever I see them. And wouldn't you know it, I went and got myself hurt. Looks like I need one already. Man, I am excited for like 4 days from now when Elden Ring comes out. I'm going to be taking some time off from work just to play that, and I'm sure I'll be streaming at least my first session when I play it. It's exciting times. But I don't want to have a bunch of like unfinished games sitting around once it comes out. So I'm gonna try to finish this one before that time. We'll see how I do. Oh man, there's a hookshot thing over there. I didn't get a hookshot last time, did I? I got bombs. Yeah, and I guess that's it. Resisting the urge to call out of work because it would be too transparent. Well, thankfully, I don't think most of the people at my work are aware of it, except for, like, the people I have talked to about it. But, I mean, you know, I requested this time off, like, a few weeks ago, so it's not like I'm calling out sick or anything. This is, you know, time that I am free to use as I wish. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, nice. Mr. Legitimacy. Welcome. Yeah, I know, usually I'm streaming at, like, really weird hours, like, just in the middle of the night or something, on weekdays. But for once I'm out here on a weekend. Also, I'm not sure what this room is that I have come into. I've just stumbled my way into a boss. And it's really tough. Damn. Yeah, so I thought I was just, like, exploring around. I don't think I want to use the hammer, really. I think sword is just overall better. Oh, okay, you can fall off here. Lesson learned. Oh. This guy is really hard. If only I hadn't spent all of my time upgrading my speed, actually, like, upgrading my power, I might be doing a little better. I don't know what to do when he does that slowing attack. Oh my god. Alright, man. Really early into the game here, and I am finding myself at a really tough challenge. Maybe I need to shoot bombs at him. Oh my god! Did you see him jump over that bomb? Kobe. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what to do when I'm slowed down by this guy. Ugh. He always, like, fires a projectile off at me. And I'm helpless. Oh, this is good, though. See, with a presumably difficult game like Elden Ring coming out in like 4 days, I need this preparation. This is nothing compared to what I'm gonna be going through, probably. Oh lord. Oh, I hate that. I don't know what to do when he does that. Oh, now he's changing his attack pattern. Oh, there it is again. I tried to, like, attack the projectile that time. I'm kind of stumped on that one. Oh! Oh no. Oh no, I'm just eating shit on this one. I think, like, when I get slowed, I can be okay if I just move in a straight line. I think if I do that, he doesn't hit me. Like, let's just go in a straight line here. Oh, I still got hit. I don't know. Oh, done gone and did it there. Surprise, motherfucker. Is that the robot arena guy? I think it might be. It is. It's him. Death. Alright, this time will be different. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I think when I get that slowing debuff on me, I can mash the attack button and get out of it. I might have this figured out. Yeah, that does it. Okay. Wow, it took me way too long to figure that out. I thought I just had to die. Okay. Now I'm not worried. Oh, maybe I should be. Alright, the attack pattern has changed. He's getting serious. Oh yeah. Like, my power level has grown now. I know how to overcome his attacks. This is that shonen anime moment where, like, I have discovered the one weakness in his unstoppable technique. Yeah. I can do it. Ooh. What is gonna happen here? Silent Servant has been vanquished and their soul power added to yours. Your bomb spell no longer damages you, only your foes. That rules. I love it. I just got an achievement for being a demo crow. The moment they say their stand is invincible. Okay, now I can just start bombing everybody. Whoop, this guy? Bombed. This guy? Bombed. All out of bomb magic, or I would bomb that guy too. Alright. Oh wait, is this a teleport pad? It looks like it. It looks like I should be able to teleport up there, but I don't know how. I think I probably need the hook shot to get that orb. Is that thing over there something new? I feel like this rope is the way I went to get to the last dungeon. The one that I did last time I played the game. Oh well, I can maybe read the sign and figure that out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Overgrown Ruins that I did. So I need to figure out where the next dungeon is. So this is one of the games that I want to have finished before I get started on Elden Ring. The other one, which I've been playing on my own time and I don't know if it's going to happen, is Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. I know that I think that game recently came to the like Switch online thing, but I had been just playing it on my own time before that even got announced. I think I'm like 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through with it. I just recently got the Pooh character, and I've done 6 of the 8 sanctuary locations. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish that one before the next game. Maybe this guy will tell me where to go. Okay, okay. Just one more giant soul. He suggests I head west. Atop the mountain. Well, which way is west? I mean, everything in this game is like diagonal. Is it this way to go west? Or is west more in this direction? Maybe the sign helps. Nope, that's the Urn Witch. So it must be like this way. Maybe? What do you say? Stedhorn? Okay. He's no help. Well, I guess while I am searching around here, who else getting Elden Ring when it comes out? I'm ready. I have not been spoiled on too many things. I've only watched the that first like gameplay demonstration video they did, which I think was like 20 minutes long or something like that. But most people I know didn't even watch that. I am definitely ready. Okay, I think I'm going up a mountain now. Maybe this is the direction. Oh wait, didn't I come from here already? I'm so confused. What kind of build do I think I'm shooting for? I'll probably want to play a spellcaster type of character, just because I've heard that there's like all kinds of wild new magics unseen in previous games. Oh man, this is exactly where I came from. I'm walking myself around in circles. The thing I've been trying to figure out, more so than what kind of build I'm going to go with, is what am I going to name my character? I kind of want it to be maybe a Homestar reference, because that's what I've done with some past characters in Souls games. What is the point of this little area? Like, I think in Dark Souls 3, my character was called Killing You Guy, and I really liked that one. Bubs. That's too mainstream. I would have to make it a more obscure character. Like, rather than Bubs, I would make him the Thnicka Man. What I'd really like to name my character is Dripping Yellow Madness, but I get the feeling that would be too long for the character entry thing. But that is a great name. Click the random article button. Oh, what's this? I don't think I have a way to get across here. I really need that hookshot item. Character names are probably going to be 16 characters. Oh, okay. So I can't be Drippin' Yellow Madness. But I could probably be the Thnicka Man. Or maybe King Bubs Gonzola. That might fit. Drive people mad with the drip, though. That's the whole point, is to play Fashion Ring. Have I been here? The keyhole looks very old and rusted. Maybe it can be not shot with an arrow. Maybe it can be blasted open. No. Curious. Edgar, who drops a train on him. Oh yeah, the Fashion Souls is going to be fun. I can't wait to see all the new outfits. I am really lost on this thing right here. There must be a place where like I need to use my bomb to get somewhere new. I had thought I found it a little earlier and then I just had to fight a boss. Stinko Man would be a pretty good name also, since it's a Japanese title and all. The other thing you kind of have to think of is like what names are they going to arbitrarily censor? Because I know those games are like traditionally like really weird about that. Like you can't have the word knight in your character's name because it has a certain offensive letter combination that's not allowed. Where do I need to be going? The first 3 letters of Vagabond is censored now. That's amazing. I mean, the game is already rated M. Why don't they just let people have their stupid names named after genitals? Okay, I might be in a new area now since there are actually enemies. Oh, Sterence is a good Homestar name also. Or just the Hudge. But I do like Sterence. That would be pretty high on my list. It's kind of sad how, like, as time goes on, like, the Homestar stuff is kind of getting, like, lost. You know, like I think you can still view the site in, like, retrofitted Flash players, but it's like, a lot of the links on the Homestar wiki are dead now. Okay, I guess I already found this place. I feel like I'm getting warmer, though. At least I hope. It's also kind of fascinating, like, how many memes came out of Homestar Runner, but, like, almost none of them are, like, strictly, like, recognizable as Homestar Runner things. Like, the word Doge came from Homestar Runner, and, like, probably most people who use the term Doge are not aware of it. Yeah, a lot of the tunes are on YouTube. I recently watched a compilation of, like, the first 200 Strong Bad emails. The kind of downside, though, like, there's some stuff that you can never quite replicate, like, clicking on Easter eggs during the tune. Like, the little pop-ups that happen in the middle of it. Like, when it's set up as a YouTube video, you have to either just watch it without the pop-ups, or, like, get the pop-ups and then miss out on some of the video. The Stranded Sailor. Am I trying to go to the Stranded Sailor? Oh, if I make my character a girl, she would probably be Mrs. Commanderson. Some kind of bird reptile. Lefties? What is that? You don't get to move your mouse all around the screen hoping to find Easter eggs, yeah. I feel so dumb when I, like, watch a YouTube video of, like, a strong bad email that was in the Lappy era. Lefty's nuts in your mouth. Shut up. Yeah, because, like, on the Lappy tunes, in the Flash version, I would just, like, randomly click on his screen sometimes to see the little ripple thing happen. And, you do that on a YouTube video and you just pause the video. So yeah, I felt like a dumbass a few times trying to do that. Are you really getting the true experience if you can't change the brightness and contrast on Strong Bad's monitor? This place is intriguing. I don't think I've been here. These look like the guy I just fought. Yeah, can't change the screen to blue on the compy. It's just not the same. Oh, it's this man. I remember him. It's Pothead. I guess it's only sensible he calls me Beakface. He is a pothead. Jefferson's Delicious Soup. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've not seen this place yet. Oh, what have I found here? A shiny thing? An adventure journal. Alright. Add that to my office. Leaving now? Okay, well, have a good night. I'm glad you made it for the time you could be here. Thanks for stopping by. Leaving these nuts in your mouth. Are you actually leaving? You can leave now if you want to. Drunken Crow. Oh, Betty. My beautiful Betty. Is this Jefferson? There he is. Oh god. Greetings, fellow biped. My name is Jefferson, a humble bartender and seafood enthusiast at your service. Could these human hands prepare you a delicious meal today? Yes. Great. I sure do love this human chef. I love preparing food with my multi-digited mammal hands. He kind of reminds me of Octodad. Dude, hell yeah. To the west of the cemetery, behind a rock, you will find a passage. They keep saying west. He's fucking that shit up. Eat, eat. Oh. A secret lies submerged beneath the moat in the estate of the Urn Witch. Bringing an open flame to the East Gardens. Behind a powerful witch's house lies a secret accessible from the west side. I don't know east from west in this game, okay? Look for openings in the hedge. Dude, he knows all the secrets. This stuff is crazy. Uh-oh. Alright. I'm wondering if I need to go back to the Urn Witch's place now. Is this mine? I think it's mine. The Grunt's old mask. Oh. Oh, it's that guy I rescued from the jail in the last dungeon. come far and wide, see many things. World outside, very beautiful. Love, laugh, live. Oh boy. Cool. He has dark secret not many people know. But Grunt saw straight away. Jeffson, not really professional chef. But Grunt no care. Soup is delicious. Amazing. I think I can upgrade my strength if I go back here. The thing that fucks me up about the, like, cardinal directions in this game, also cardinal, kind of a bird pun there, is like, yeah, there are some times where you can walk east and west, like this, just left and right. But, like, so many of the paths in the game are diagonal, like this. And it's like, I'm used to, like, like when it's a diagonal game, like a Final Fantasy Tactics or something, I'm used to thinking of, like, this direction as up, and this direction as right, and this direction as down. So it's disorienting. Oh yeah, give me some strength. Love it. Alright. Actually... well, yeah, let me explore the rest of this place and see if there is any more. To the mountain tops. Okay, so that must be where the next dungeon is. But first... I think I should go back to the Urnwitch's place. Act on some of those secrets that I heard from Jefferson. If I can remember what they are. I think he said there was a secret underneath her moat. So I should try and get there. Oh, what's all this then? Hold up. Before I go... I see this. I think there's a shiny thing down here. The internet tells me north is top right. Huh. Top right? Well, that's even more confusing. Alright. Found an orb. The recent seismic event has sent upper management into a frenzy. We've been ordered to scrub all mentions of it from records and close all active assignments in the region. I can't in good conscience let all those Reapers remain cut off from the Commission and their holdings. I'm going to try making my way into the vicinity to see if I can help them. If I make it back in one piece, I'll update my logs to indicate what I found. There are no more entries in the journal. Sad. So it's not by Final Fantasy Tactics rules, so this is north. No, wait. Top right. Okay, so it is Final Fantasy Tactics rules then. Top right. That's north. Alright, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me. Urnwitch's Laboratory, Ceramic Manor. Let's go to the estate of the Urnwitch. I do remember there was a puzzle here that I never solved. Like, in her garden. Maybe I will find the solution here. I don't remember a moat. But allegedly, there is something under her moat. What's this? To the Urnwitch's mansion. Oh yeah. Okay, so there is a little moat. Now how do I get under it? Oh, it's a sizable moat. I see a bombable wall. Excuse me. Who did that? There we go. Ni no Kuni type beat. I feel bad that I didn't play more of that game. I do own it for the PS3. I think I bought it digitally, maybe. I remember seeing that it was being developed by Level 5, and they made Dark Cloud 2, which is like, maybe like top 5 RPG games of all time for me. I absolutely love that game. But, I don't know. In the beginning of it, at least, Ni no Kuni was no Dark Cloud 2 to me. But I also feel like I didn't give it a fair enough chance. Oh, I think I need to go this way. Down here, and then over here. Ah, see, I'm under the moat. Sort of. Yeah, it's like... I think getting Studio Ghibli to animate some of their cutscenes really, like, sold a lot of people on the game. Just immediately. How do I get under this moat and find this secret? Here's the puzzle I never solved. Yeah. I don't know. I thought if I came back here with my bomb powers, I would know how to get to some new place. Well, that ain't it. There was also, I think he said, a secret behind the mansion. I don't know how to get there either. Something change if you blow up all the vases at once. I don't know if that's possible. Like, as soon as you destroy 5 of them, they reshape. So I don't know. Yeah, my bombs are not big enough to break all of them, I don't think. That's the only thing I could think to try. I wonder if the hammer can break more of them. No. I was hoping, like, the chain lightning effect would break, like, all of them. The plate says, the family tomb. Which, as far as I can tell, is not a hint. I don't get it. So cryptic. Oh, I get it. Because it's a crypt? Pretty clever. Now what's all this? Ah, how do I get through here? I want that shiny thing. This place is just puzzle after puzzle. Ah, man. How do I get... Oh, wait, I can just walk over there. Oh. It's just this away. Oh, no, wait. Okay, well, I'm definitely discovering something new here. Oh, man. Bombs? Alright, I'm definitely getting somewhere here. The Garden of Life. I'm quite sure I never went here before. I'll be needing that. Watching the final cutscene of Mario Sunshine right now. I hope the Chris Pratt Mario movie is this good. Mario Sunshine is great. It does not get the recognition that I think it deserves. Man, I need a hook shot here. Guess I can't do anything yet because I don't have the hook shot. Uh-oh. Oh, the challenge. Uh-oh. I think one of those guys just killed the other guy by rolling into him. I like how it gave me a challenge room with one enemy, and then gave me an actual challenge room. They had to just warm me up to the idea. Cool. Oh, what could this be? Going for all 120 shines. Oh man, I have never done that myself. Oh, I think I found the way under the moat. Here it is. Alright. Oh man, I finally expanded my health meter. I wonder if that was the secret under the moat. Want to see the Shine Sprite shirt and the shades on Mario. That makes it all worth it. Yeah, I guess I can't do anything else here unless I've got the hookshot, so... The only thing really for me to do now is go to the last, or third dungeon. Probably not the last one. Oh, this guy is here now. Oh! Hold up. Oh. I didn't know there was going to be a knight with thick thighs here. Oh god. Can't figure out the attack pattern on this fellow. Shit! I was so close. Just continues beating my corpse. What have we here? Is this where I was before? I don't remember there being this many enemies. Ah. I think I was in a different place. Yeah, I was more up here. Definitely. Watching a crow dodge roll. It's great, yes. The great flightless crow. Getting about where I was when I died. I hope we don't see that knight with the thick ass again. Oh no! Damn, he's so fast. Ah, here's what we do. Damn. This guy. I don't know what to do about this. I noticed there is somebody in my Discord named Crow Kid. Is that anybody who's here right now? Because if there is, then that would be quite a coincidence. See if I can beat this thick knight now. Damn, son. Ah, it is Senator Race Carbet. I had a feeling. I knew there was at least one crow enthusiast. I think you just have to, like, strike, dodge, strike, dodge, strike, dodge. Every time. That's all there is to it. Oh yeah. Alright, well, now that I have beaten the thick-assed knight, I guess that's it. Don't really get anything for that. It was totally unnecessary. Maybe that's an enemy that I will be encountering again later. But alright, I think I'm done with this place. I want to find my death's door and try to actually get to the new dungeon. Because these dungeons run pretty long. I had better get my ass started. Need to get that hook shot. Does your dodge feel like it has any iframes? I don't think it does, really. I think it's just a fast move. At least as far as I can tell. Which is helpful enough on its own. Barb the Bard. Is that a bagpipe staff? A monster lives up in the mountaintops. Can you believe it? If only there was someone who could smash up these blasted rocks in your path. Yeah, now what? I'm a legend. I mean, if I saw a crow blow up a wall, that probably would become a legend. There are actual death doors, yes. Well, really, the death's door just refers to one door that I'm trying to open by getting these 3 souls. These 3 dark souls. Ooh, this place is imposing. I should probably explore down there a little more before I go in. Oh, look at that, a little seed. Good thing I explored. And I think I see an orb down here. So I guess this one is going to be the ice-themed dungeon. There was already a pot-themed dungeon, and then a plant-themed dungeon. Let's see. Oh, wait. Huh. I don't know what is the point of this little goblin head here. Alright. Dungeon time. I'm in. So I'm guessing my fourth spell is going to be a hook shot of sorts. What's all this then? Okay. Better activate the door. There she is, Barb the Bard. Alright. My next banging tune. It would be cool if this other character kind of became integrated into the puzzles of the dungeon, kind of like how Wind Waker had like Medley and the little Korok dude. I don't remember his name. I had kind of an urge to play Wind Waker again recently. I think it would be fun to do like a randomizer playthrough of that game. I'm kind of a fan of just randomizers as a concept. That's why I did that whole playthrough of Dark Souls 1 randomized. And that was great. I loved it. Whoa. Oh. The one thing I kind of wish this game had is dungeon maps. I definitely had some issues in the previous dungeon trying to figure out where I was and where I hadn't been yet. But I guess that kind of adds to the challenge also. Maybe a way to get a map? I don't know. Ah, here's this thing again, the Ancient Door Spirit. I guess I once again have to find 4 dead crow buddies. Ooh, look at that thing. Looks like a shiny object I would like to collect. I hope there's a new weapon in this dungeon also. I thought the hammer was going to be so great, but it's like really not. Because my like 3-hit sword combo is enough to kill most enemies. 2 hits from the hammer is usually not. And the chain lightning is like not enough to make up for it. Yeah, it's a shame about the hammer. Tell you what though, game that did have a really good hammer was Wind Waker. Absolutely loved using that thing. Even if it was like less efficient than the sword or whatever, it was so much fun to use. Just because like the vertical swing would absolutely flatten the enemies, and the horizontal swing would just send them flying. It was amazing. Oh god. Well, this is a rough customer right here. It's kind of interesting. He does a little twirl with his spear to let you know he's about to attack again. Ooh, okay. Oh, man. Oh, these guys don't seem to get all cracked up when they're about to die. Interesting. Oh, God. That green guy has to be stopped. God. He nailed me with that. Oof. He's so fast. It's scary. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. He does look like a Wind Waker enemy. Damn. Posted in this fortress, I have learned a great deal about the old lords of doors. Still don't much care for them. What an absolute lad. Man. You know, when I announced this stream happening, I thought I might be doing this dungeon and then possibly another game. But as I'm getting into this one, I'm thinking, like, if I still have more time left over, I'm probably not going to do another game. I'll probably just do random exploration in this game and try to look for secrets. Because theoretically, once I've got the hook shot, everything will be open to me. But I don't know, I keep seeing these, like, circle things on the ground with, like, items right next to them, and it makes me think there's some kind of, like, teleporter item that I haven't unlocked also. I don't know. These guys really are just straight up whiz robes. 100%. Oof. Who is throwing explosives at me? Oh, I think I remember this hammer guy from the last dungeon, and I hated him. Alright. Oh, you know, I think I can afford another strength upgrade. Oh, wow. This guy is just eating my attacks. Oh, no. Is this upgraded hammer guy? Shit. I'm in trouble here. Okay, no more shield for him. Shit. Hate these guys. Alright, well, good news is I can go back and buy my strength upgrade. And here we go. I will have ultimate strength. There's a Barb again. Hunting souls for breakfast, lunch, and no. I don't think I need to go that way. Where was I? Was it over here? I think it was here. Let's go. Time to face my increased strength. Who did that? Who hit me? Just me and the hammer guy now. This player hater. Oh. Okay, I remember the issue with them. You can't do a 3-hit combo on them because they just keep on swinging. Ugh. That didn't kill anybody. Shit. The little crow ghost is like just watching me die over and over. Alright, no hits yet. This time is going better. Oh, this is interesting. You can actually see the door down below that I'm trying to unlock. Oof. I hate this archer the most. Well, maybe not the most, but I hate him a lot. Yeah, I probably still hate the hammer guy the most. Come on. Yeah, so doing 2 attacks really is the key, instead of trying to get 3 in. At last. Entombed alongside the old lords, I suppose some would call it an honor. I would call it a tragedy. Alright, I'm halfway to opening the door. Halfway to now the real challenge begins. And that reminds me to bring it back to Elden Ring again. I'm hoping to see some fun new additions to the hint system. In my most recent playthrough of Dark Souls 3, when I did the DLCs and everything, I decided to go all out with leaving hints everywhere. Just to maximize my profits of getting my messages upvoted. But I came to find out through doing that you can only have a maximum of 10 messages out in the world at a time. I was very sad about that. Because, like, I didn't care so much about the little health bonuses you get from having one of your messages rated. I mostly just wanted to, like, harvest the upvotes. Oh yeah, it's Lord Lockstone. He looks just like the statue. We Lords of Doors were an anomaly. The messages are indeed ripe for comedy. So if he's a ghost, I wonder who the boss of this tomb is going to be. Oh man, I need the hook shot. What do I do? Favorites were an Undead Parish in Dark Souls 1, Amazing Ring Ahead by the Bell, and Dashing Through on the long bridge between the church and Andre. So what happened here? I saw something shift, but like, I don't know. A creature who knew 10,000 things. All eyes and tentacles and sometimes wings. Nah. So one that I made that I was really proud of was like, I remember in Dark Souls 3 when you go to the shrine and you try to go outside really quickly, there would be just a fog door blocking you for like 10 seconds while the outside area loads. So I made a message that said, fog wall, let me out of here. And that probably got the most upvotes of all my stuff. Classic. What is this puzzle? Do I need an arrow here? Aha. Well, now what? Now I need a hook shot, I guess. Oh dear. Oh, this is a problem. Oh shit. Oh, well, the platforms do come back. I'm glad for that. I thought I was gonna have to, like, plan my route around this whole room. Good stuff. They've got some pretty good puzzles in this game. And a thing that I like about this game's puzzles versus, like, a Zelda game is, like, you actually have to, like, think about them, and you don't have to just, like, plug in the most recent item that you got to solve the puzzle, you know? They still, like, require a lot of thought and consideration. I like that there are later game puzzles that use stuff that you've had since the beginning of the game, and you just have to figure them out. Whereas, like, if this were a Zelda game, it would be like, oh, well, I got the hammer in this dungeon, I guess I need to use the hammer to solve this puzzle. Oh. Shit, I got too close. I flew too close to the spear guy. I like that he's got little jingle bells on the end of his spear, and they actually jingle when he turns it. It's so cold. Aw. That's probably the saddest one yet. Well, I'm glad I got to free his soul. I'm at the beginning now. Where else do I need to go? Been over there. What was in here? That's the big door. I'm a little stuck, I think. I'm not sure where I have not yet been. Do you know? Titans lurking in the dark and cold. The Reaper strikes for glory, not mold? Old gold? So I just came from here, right? Oh, damn it. The dangers of going too fast. I can't do anything in here without a hook shot. Been here. Done that. Now I do not know where to get a hook shot yet. It must be in this dungeon somewhere. Let's see, I found the key in this room and I used that, I'm pretty sure. I'm just retracing all of my steps, trying to figure out where I have not yet been. In here. I guess the big door is all that's in this room. There might be more here. Have I been up here? Whoa. I don't know if I went this way, actually. I think this is new. Aha. I have discovered it. Okay, what do we got going on here? I don't see any laser traps. Damn it. There it is. There's the laser trap, and this one follows me. Pretty tricky. Hubris. Every time. Surely there is no laser trap in this room. Well, surely a laser is not about to come out of these statues in the middle of the room. Okay. That one was close. Got it. Alright. This must be the last soul that I have to fight for. I just realized I think the jingle bells on his spear are like his telegraph for when he's about to attack. Oh, little beetle buddies. They're back. This guy really is like the most Wind Waker-ass enemy so far. His tiny little legs on his giant body. Beetle buddies, my beloved. Lord Theodore, oh my god. I see what they did. Alright. Oh, there's the last buddy. There we go. I'm surprised I do not yet have the hook shot. Maybe I'm about to get it here. Damn, that's sad, bro. Anyway, get in this whack-ass door prison. This is so sad. Can we get 4 crow souls in the door? I mean, I guess I'm gonna go into the door now. I figured they'd be giving me the hook shot before I went in there. Given that there are so many hookshot puzzles still in this dungeon. Maybe the real hookshot is the friends we made along the way. Oh, I remember how it works now. You have to go into the gray area and then find a chest and fight a bunch of bastards. I bet this is a hookshot thing also. Here it is, bastards. Did the crow just do a swan dive into this chest? It's pretty funny if he did. Because I remember the first one, he just like flips out and like, oh god, that fire is new. Alright. Let's see if I can get this one on the first try. I remember the Boomerang Boys from the previous dungeon. Oh yeah. Let's get this hook shot. I really love the music in the chests. Oof. Oof. Sloppy. Alright, 2 more waves, I think. We got sleigh bells, we got these weird potheads. Ooh. Oh, I hate these slimes. Oh man. See, I know to listen to the sleigh bells now. When he's about to attack, sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Fuck, I wasn't. Alright. Oh no, it's that knight with the thick ass again. But okay, I think I figured out a system last time we fought. It was just roll in, strike, roll, strike, roll. Go. 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 Huh. Yeah. Too fast. Too fast. Shit. Too slow. Oh. God, I wish that were me. That was awesome. I did it first try. A gift to a fellow crow to aid you on your quest. Oh man. First try and with 1 health left. Could I have made it more suspenseful? There it is, hookshot. It's literally called the hookshot too. They didn't even pretend. I like that. Love it. The removal of the legacy doors has seriously impeded my investigation into the disappearance of the Reapers in the redacted region. I feel like I've read this same message in every zone that I found. It's that the door system got changed and all the Reapers got stranded. Oh, more secrets? I'm noticing the hookshot doesn't require any of my magic powers to work. It's infinite. What do you say? I know there's an achievement for going through this thing without setting off the metal detector. I wonder if I can do that if I'm holding the umbrella. Nope. I don't know how to do that then. It's not that one. Yeah, I do love the umbrella. There is an achievement in the game for beating the game using only the umbrella as a weapon, which I might do one of these days. How bad is it? I mean, so the default sword has a damage of 1, and this umbrella is damage of 0.5. But other than that, it's the same as the sword. It just does half damage. It even has the same, like, attack animation. So basically you just have to hit everything twice as many times. But that's it. It's not, like, impossible. You just have to get good. Alright, now let's go back around to every room and do all of these hookshot puzzles. Can't hookshot my way over there, though. Now that's the door room. Okay, there's hookshot points in here. I'm ready. I don't know where I'm gonna need that key, but I'm sure it'll be helpful. Been here, done this. Aha. Aha. Cool. See what to do here. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, wait, I know. Do that. Uh-huh. And then... Perfect. Okay, what's gonna happen here? This game just got way better. Now, how am I gonna get that next switch? Oh man. Here's what I need. I need to be over here, and then shoot an arrow at that one. Clever stuff. Oh no. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about, how this is a puzzle where, like, you don't just have to plug in the hookshot. You have to, like, actually implement it into the puzzle solving. If this was a Zelda game puzzle, there would just be, like, an emblem on the wall, and you have to shoot it with the hookshot, and then the gate opens. And, like, I remember Zelda puzzles being challenging when I was, like, a child, but that's probably because, you know, I was, like, 5 years old and stupid. This game's got some actually good puzzles. What have we here? Lord Deadbolt. The fourth in the lineage of the Door Lords. Have I played Deadbolt? I think I have. I get Deadbolt confused with Gunpoint. I think Gunpoint is the one that I played more of. So I think I've briefly played Deadbolt. The lore. Well, I guess I should jump down this hole. Beetle Boys. Shiny thing? Some kind of signed contract. How exciting. I love that about this game. Like, you're a crow, so obviously you grab shiny things. Why wouldn't you? Well, I don't know if there's going to be an extra weapon in this dungeon. It seems like every dungeon should have one, because there's 2 more weapon slots. But I also never found one in the first dungeon, so I don't know. I know in the last one it was just constantly teasing me with the hammer. I could see it the whole time. That was it next to the door? Oh, I think I know what you mean, like on that little raised platform. Did I explore everything over here? Yeah, okay. Oh, now I don't have a way to get back. Or do I? Shit. Aha. Oh, but now I don't have a way to get back. Damn it. Oh, I was hoping it would take me to the lower level of the dungeon. It works when I do it here. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'm so glad the hookshot doesn't cost me any magic to use. That would be so frustrating. Okay, what have we here? Surely there won't be any lasers involved in this puzzle. Oh god. Hope you can use it to take dude's pocket change. Okay, I've got 3 out of the 4 torches done here. Who is this guy? Oh, it's Lord Theodore. Look what happened to your life at the hands of our chaos. Is this the story of how crows came to exist in the world? Oh, I wasn't trying to do that cool move just now, but that was neat. Alright, now where else have I yet to go? Have I been... Yeah, I've been here because I got that key and everything. Don't think I've been over here, though. I was just noticing this door over here that's like suspended right next to the path, and it looked conspicuous, but I guess it is just part of the background. Ah, yes, I can finally deal with this room. Could this be a puzzle? Whoa! That was weird. Alright. This must be the last torch I have to light. Lord Opengate. Alright. Last one. I wonder if he's gonna open the gate for me. Yeah, I did have to drop down from somewhere to get the hammer. And there's definitely an item in the room with the door. Look at Lord Opengate opening the gate for me. It sounds like they smoke a lot of good weed in the afterlife. Life is just the universe experiencing itself, man. What were these game developers smoking, am I right? Can I have some? They must have been on a big drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, to write this stuff? Oh man. They must have been on every drug in the book, my man. I mean, when you know, you know. So here's that big old door. That thing, it looks like a helmet. It makes me think it's just one of the shiny things I'm supposed to collect, because it doesn't seem like a weapon. Oh. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Because I'm pretty sure I explored everywhere in here. And I could not figure out any way to get to that thing. Oh yeah, let's listen to Barb's song. Song as old as rhyme. Amazing. Stunned silence, that's what I was expecting. So she wants to meet me further up the mountain? Does this elevator go up? Well, what do you know? It sure do. Okay, okay. Putting a crow in a cage, how could they do this? Aha, I thought they were hiding something back here. Oh yeah, that elevator, it's just like Big Hat's cage. Where they were keeping Big Hat. Oh man, I hope Big Hat is gonna be in Elden Ring in some form. Also Patches. He needs to be in there. I've seen like so many people on the internet saying that like they've never played a Souls game but they're getting Elden Ring. And I'm like, man, there's a whole new generation of people who are like in for it. A Patches believer or a hater? Oh man, Patches has always been there for me. I mean, ever since Demon's Souls. He's just always there. He's great. Ah. He's literally right. Fuck clerics. Yeah. Like, basically trolling is the thing that has sustained his life over however many years. It's what has kept him safe from the curse. He lives to troll. He is the most true to himself out of all the Souls characters. So in a way, Patches is the most honest character. It's like, what was that line? I think it was in like one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. You can always trust a dishonest person to be dishonest. Normalize being a silly little scamp. We do a bit of trolling here. Is this a thing I need to light on fire? Nope. Seeds? Seeds! I'm trying to like keep my eyes sharp for a place I can drop down and get that helmet looking thing, but I feel like I have wandered too far away to be able to do that. Seeds. Right, I'm gonna pop in here and get my health back. Camp of the Free Crows. Yeah, I can't afford another strength upgrade just now. Oh man, there they are. It's crazy how much birds love seeds. Can't believe it. Group of free-thinking individuals. Didn't I already run into this guy, like, in the Crow Soul Society? Live free and die free. I wonder what the beast at the top of the mountain is going to be. Do I like the 50s? I don't know. They were okay, I guess. There are still 10 shrines I have yet to find. 50s nuts in your mouth. That one's kind of a stretch. I don't know about that. Yeah, everybody keeps talking about the beast on top of the mountain. Oh look, there's little buddies up here. I just noticed them. Just sitting in some little birdhouses, looking around. That's awesome. Welcome, Foretold Crow. We even use fur shed by the beast atop the mountain as bedding. I'm hearing an awful lot about this beast atop the mountain. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Are all of these crows named after other birds? Like, I think jackdaw is a word for a bird. And isn't rook a name for a crow also? Jackdaw is a corvid, okay. Oh look, even in the foreground there's little crow buddies looking down. That's a really cool touch. Corvus, okay. The Gate of Knowledge. Its heart knows all things, and its soul exists in all things. Ooh. This kinda seems like a trap. I don't know why. Yeah, I like goblins. Goblin these nuts. That one's too easy. My pipes are still wheezing. I love Secret Crow Society. It's great. Yeah, this beast atop the mountain is kind of ominous, because, like, the last two bosses showed up to taunt me all the time, like, the whole way up. But I haven't seen anything of the beast atop the mountain. What's this pile of signs doing here? Were those taken down in order to mislead me? This way to the frozen canyon. Exercise caution. I feel like I'm being tricked and trapped. Do I have CDs? CDs nuts. Oh! The floor is slippery here, okay. Whoa! Slippery sliding crow. Woo! whoop, 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 whoop. I love this sliding. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Let's go. Speed upgrades don't fail me now. Oh, oh, oh. Get it. There we go. Okay, what's this puzzle about? This is like a friggin' like what do you call it? Like a Kirby Air Ride top ride level. Yankees or Expos. I know bait and switch doesn't work so good if it's all switch and no bait. Yeah. Like, expose these nuts. Yankees nuts. I don't know, that doesn't sound so pleasant. Okay, so this was all just for a heart piece. This whole, like, slippery ice puzzle. That's ridiculous. I was hoping for something more. Oh, there's a door down there that I could blow up. Oh, I missed it. I need to go back down. Let me out. All right. Oh, shiny thing. Ooh, a shiny medallion. Amazing. I'm a real winner. So glad I got that. Yo, you're leaving now? Okay, well, have a good night then. Had to come back just for Yankees and Expos. There's gotta be like some sinister reveal about this beast atop the mountain, right? What is it gonna turn out to be? Is it gonna turn out to be myself leaving these nuts in your mouth? Oh, you wish. A cute little creature. It might be. Maybe it's gonna be like a fluffy sheep or something. Karma. Still can't buy more strength just yet. So I must be pretty close to the end of this arc, or whatever you want to call it. Because I think all of the others had like 4 doors in their area. And I just got to the 4th door. I feel compelled to light these coal things, but I don't know why. I get my goated bot file back for Robot Arena 2. I'll send it to you so you can try it out. Maybe. Maybe one of these days. But you know when Elden Ring comes out, that's gonna be all I'm playing for a while. Every other game is gonna just get left in the dust while I'm busy with that one. Is it coated with the sauce? Oh. That hammer should not have hit me. Should I set this windmill on fire? Oh, the sleigh bells. They ring. Oh. Hell yeah. Oh no, I see a laser winding up. Ah. Ah, I thought I killed that first guy. I'm getting my ass beat here. Oh my god. This sucks. And there's a hammer guy now too. And a boomerang boy. Oh, I don't like this. Wait, does the laser hit these guys? It does. That's what I need. I need this in my life right now. I need hammer guy getting fucked up by this laser. That way I don't have to do it. Nice. Ooh. Almost got by that boomerang. These guys are scaring me. I had to drop down for a second. Oh, got too scary. I had to drop down again. Whoa, those boomerang throws. They're scaring me. Ooh, beautiful ragdoll. Oh man. I could use another health pot now. There's all these like conspicuous coal things hanging around, but they don't like stay on fire when you light them. So I'm not sure what the point is. Weird. Okay, okay. Oh, it's Barb. And a health pot. What's up, Barb? Dang, the weather sure is rough up here. Based. Yeah, it does sound... It's definitely going to be a bait and switch here. It's going to be like a cute little sheep or something. My money right now is on cute little sheep. Or maybe like a crow that looks exactly like me. Oof. Damn, I wanted that archer ragdoll to fall off of there. It's so close. Wait, what if... How? How? Ragdoll physics are one of those things that are just never gonna get old, I think. They're just this beautiful age-old tradition. Oh my god. I almost got. How do I get the seed up there? Oh god. Ow. Come on, laser, help me out. Yeah. Damn. Ooh. Oh. These guys are scaring me. It's surprising how effective this guy's little dodge is after he does his 2 attacks. He's actually, like, avoided a few of my attacks with it. Ah. Saw the Wizrobe getting hit by the laser a second ago. I didn't even try to make that happen. And I think the other one just got killed by the laser. Beautiful. Ooh, I did like all of that at 1 health. I'm really, like, keeping the pressure alive here. Here we go. Oh. Alright, I've kind of got the hang of the hammer guys, now that I know about their whole, like, 2-hit premise. I'm a big fan of, yeah, those combat arenas where, like, there is something that's hazardous to both you and to the enemies. Really love that. Ugh. Don't even need to step on these collapsing platforms. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting hammered so hard. I think that's a shortcut unlocked. It's just me and Hammer Guy. Duh! No, I got stuck. I was trying to keep the pressure alive again. And it got too pressured. I'm glad these shortcuts unlock, though. Now, there's no reason for me to go up here and fight these guys, but for the sake of revenge, I'm doing it. Oh. Nice. And look at that, a little health pot. This one is not going like nearly as rough for me as the previous dungeon did. That last one was such a struggle the whole way through. I don't think this is the way I need to go. I think I've been here already. I think I already fought those guys. Oh man. Well. I'm already backtracked. Is there any secret out here? Seemed like there would be. Oh, we got icy section. I'm having to just drive by smack these guys. It's pretty great. Whoa! Ice is great if and only if you can go fast. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Ugh. I kind of love it. I really love this ice movement. How you get so much momentum. I just straight up said no to that fireball attack. I just said, yeah, I'm not gonna get hit by that. Now, I wish Hammer Guy was sliding as much as I am. That would make the ice more fun. Or if the ragdolls slid across it more. These are changes I would make. Seeds? Yeah, okay. I wonder if this dungeon is so much easier for me just because I have gotten good, or is it because I have upgraded my strength? Oof. Whoa. Man, somebody's rolling around at the speed of sound over there. Did somebody hit me? Unacceptable. Oh, I bet it was this archer asshole. Oh, look at these plants up here. I hadn't seen this enemy in a long time. Whoa. Alright, just me and Boomerang Boy. Oh. Alright, this better be the final wave. Well, guess it don't matter now. That Isaac emoji reminds me, I've been playing a lot more of The Binding of Isaac on my own time since I got Repentance. I had kind of been stuck for like 2 weeks on the same challenge. I was trying to do the one that was called Ultra Hard, and wow, it lives up to its name. I finally beat it like today, I think. But it sucked. That was one of those challenges where, like, if I found an item that would give me regeneration, so, like, I think it's called the placenta, then I would just, like, sit and wait for that to refill my health up to maximum. I was literally, like, sitting around and reading a book while I waited for my health to refill in this game. But it paid off, and eventually I beat it. I hate the archers. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this attempt right here. My health is already down to 1. I might have bitten off more than I can chew with keeping the hype alive. Alright. Isaac players be like, yo, the colorectal hernia is busted. I love that, yeah. Yo, if you get the placenta, all you have to do is sit around and wait for your health to come back. And then you'll never die. Oh god. Alright, now all I have to do is beat 2 hammer boys on this fucked up slippery ice. Ugh. Oh, I did not mean to hookshot him. I thought I was shooting a bomb at him. Shit. My corpse just comically slides away. Alright, this time I'm gonna keep my health above 1 while I attempt the fight. I know it's fun to watch a fight where I've got literally 1 HP left the whole time, but I'm gonna just do it the easy way this time. And have more health than that. Killer bean gifts? I don't know if I know those. You might have to send that to me on the Discord or something. You ever just roll around at the speed of sound? That guy does. Ugh. Ugh. Oof. It is pretty funny when I just like get knocked flat on my ass and keep sliding across the ice. Oh. This boomerang boy would be a lot more threatening if he actually threw his boomerang and didn't just jump around everywhere. But I'm not gonna tell him how to do his job. Oh yeah. I think I've got this. Oh my god, did you see that slide down the stairs? Oh. Alright, Hammer Boy down. Yeah. Alright. Just goes to show, you know, you can't just do the whole fight when you're at 1 health. Sometimes you gotta have 2. Who are these guys? Excuse you? Excuse you? You're a little late. What the hell was that? Just 2 extra guys just come running up. A little late for the final wave. Here we go. That's what I need. Oh, do I go in the little cave or do I go up? I think I go in the little cave. Ooh. Oh, that must be the beast. Well, okay. It actually is a big thing. It's like the abominable snowman from that Rudolph animated thing. That claymation movie. That's the beast. Oh boy. She's just gonna watch and take notes, you know, no pressure. Betty's lair. Hmm. All right. I wonder if this evil Betty is a great magician. Is she going to be like, your clothes are red, and your clothes are black? Is she going to stream that film if you're so great? I am bleeding, making me the victor. I need to beware her song about big butts. She beats you up when she plays it. What is this up here? Weird. This is mysterious. I don't know what this is about. Yeah, like, why did the camera shift and everything when I came up here? Maybe that's where the true boss fight happens. Alright. Betty? He's still alive, Betty? Oof. Try my face to your fist technique. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate this. Try my nuts to your fist style. Ugh. I don't know what to do when she does the rolling attack. Like, I cannot get away. I cannot allow this to continue. Killing me is wrong and bad. There needs to be a new, stronger word for killing me, like badrong or badong. Yes, killing me is badong. I will strive to do the opposite of getting me killed. Gnaw-dab. This is ridiculous. Oh. 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 That rolling attack, I really have no idea what to do when she's doing that. Ooh. She doesn't have a good answer for being directly behind her, huh? She turns around very quickly too, though. Yeah, I'm stumped when she does the rolling. Sometimes I get hit by it, sometimes I don't. Oof. Damn. Okay. So the Great Beast was not, like, an exaggeration at all. Hmm. God. That sucks so much. Like, when she starts the rolling animation, she just immediately snaps to whatever direction I am in. Like, even if I have moved around her during the wind-up animation. And then sometimes she lands on me, like that. I don't know what to do about that. I have no plan for the rolling attack. I wonder if fire does anything special. Doesn't seem like it. Well, I think, okay. I think I can dodge the rolling if I'm, like, far away when it happens. But that doesn't help me too much. Oh, and then I just get landed on when I try to punish. So what is this object in here? It seems conspicuous. Whoa. Still got hit by that one. Ugh. I thought I was onto something with, like, using the hook shot and then, like, immediately getting out of there. But I don't know. Ugh. I hate that rolling so much. I think I'm kind of getting closer. But yeah, it seems like maybe that's the thing to do, is like jump in really quick, get a hit, and then get out. I can see that she kind of does like a little hop before starting the roll. But that's all the telegraph I get. Ugh. And sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she just goes straight into a roll. Sometimes she does 3 in a row, I guess. Yeah, okay. Now a third one? Yep. Well, maybe this is decipherable. Here comes the roll. Second roll. Third roll. And then I attack. Okay, this might be doable. I think I can attack after she does either rolls or a big jump like that. But I really, like, cannot dodge until she's in the middle of rolling. And this might be it. Uh-oh. I think I might have her cracked. Let's see. Enjoy the paralyzer. Another paralyzer. say good night, Floppy. Whoa, she's throwing snowballs now. Oh yes. Whoa. Bird. Birdie, birdie. Man, I'm wondering if this hookshot strat was like the intended way to beat the boss, or if it's just like some bullshit that I have made up. If it's, oh god, if it's the intended way to do it, then I'm kind of impressed with the developers for planning that. Because, like, oh god, here comes a bunch of snowballs. Because, like, to take it back to the Zelda game comparison again, it's kind of like a non-obvious way to use the tool that I got in the dungeon. Whereas, you know, in the Zelda game, it would be like, oh shit, I'm dead. It would be like, here's the moment in the boss fight where you're supposed to use the hookshot to grab the boss's glowing giant weak point. So long, Sally. It's Betty, you son of a pig. The name's Betty. Ugh. But yeah, like, if the hookshot is intentional, then, like, it's pretty cool because, like, it's not, like, spelled out for you to do that. Oof. I think I'm gonna make a strat adjustment, actually. Oh, time to dip. Oh man, you're missing the boss fight, but okay. Understandable. Have a great night. Before you go, I have to tell you, I really like the band NSYNC. My favorite member is Harpo. I think there's a Harpo. If not, then there should be. Shit. She got me again. Oh man. I think hammer is the strat to go with, because like, since I can only get like a single hit in at a time, it's gotta be the harder hitting weapon. Here come the rolls. Okay, I'm doing alright this time, so far. Could this be the run? Damn. I got my shit slapped. One more roll. Alright. Progress is happening. The rolls! Oh no! These fat rolls. Oh, no! Damn! Oh no! I'm down to my last health. And I still have so much more fight to go. Here comes the snowball tantrum. Oh! Killed by the snowball tantrum. This is definitely the hardest boss so far. I think the last one that I did, it wasn't so much a hard boss as it was like a hard lead up to the boss. Oh man, I think I just yanked myself into her attack. Oh, I am getting sloppy. Ugh. I think this time I want to try deflecting her snowball back at her when she throws one. I doubt that anything special will happen, but I feel like I should try it. Here she goes. Here she goes. Okay, okay. One, two. Buckle my shoe. Here it comes. Oh, I was too slow. Hubris. Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. Throw a snowball when I'm ready. Oh. I was sort of ready for that one. I want to believe that they're deflectable. Shit. Next time, I will deflect one. Or I will find out beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're not reflectable. I do wonder if there's any other trick to this fight, like, can you attack her when she's rolling in order to do extra damage or something like that? Like, deflect the roll. It might be possible, but, like, I don't know if it's worth the risk. Oh, speaking of risk, thought it would be cool to take 2 swings instead of 1 last time. Oh. I think I once again swung too slow. Alright, that doesn't count. I still need to find out if it's possible to deflect the snowball. Oh, why do I have the bow and arrow out? What is this? So, that was me getting greedy again, trying to make 2 swings. Sometimes you can't even make 1 swing. I guess it's like if you're too slow on the hook. Oh my god. I'm eating shit, yeah. Oh, how am I getting worse and worse? Ooh. I'm trying to just like get back to basics here. Just do my hook in, 1 swing, and get out. And like not even attack if it's looking too risky. That one just went straight through her, I guess. Okay. Got a little greedy. I got a little extra hit in there. I want to keep my health up so I can attempt the snowball deflect. Oh no! Damn it. What just happened? Did I like clip through the level? It teleported me back in? I think that happened. I got rolled so hard that I literally fell through the level. Oh! That was the snowball. I need to be ready for it. Okay. I definitely swung at the right time that time, so I'm going to write it off that it is impossible to deflect the snowballs. That was too slow. I tried to hook from too far away. Part of me also wants to attack when she's rolling at me and see if it, like, counters that. But it's also very scary. Alright, I'll try it this time. Alright. Well, I learned that you can attack her, but it doesn't counter the attack in any way. You just also get hit. Alright. I just need to stick to the fundamentals. Just dodge the rolling attacks. Get 1 hammer swing at a time. shit, and still get hit somehow. I think the key really is like being close but not too close when she lands. You have to be close enough to get a swing in before she starts swinging, but not to get hit by her landing. But if you're too far away, then she starts swinging those attacks at you, and you'll just get caught up in her claws. Should I go back to using the hook shot on her, maybe? Ugh. It's so inconsistent is the problem. Like, sometimes I just completely miss the hook shot. Uh-oh. Oh, it's tantrum time. And rolling time. So close to finishing this fight. I'm like, trying not to take too many chances. The pressure is on. I'll try and hook shot her after this roll. Oh, so close. Ah, I missed. Okay, 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 roll, little punish. It's so close. Come on. One roll, 2 roll, 3 roll. Yeah! That's it! Oh my god. The pressure was so real in that one. Oh my god. That's the 3rd Lord Soul. Ugh. Ugh. That was rough. Loved as a radiant beauty. Ugh. Wow. I never did figure out how to get that helmet or whatever it was in the dungeon. Whoa, kind of feel bad for them both now. All right. Now what am I gonna do? I'll go up here one more time just in case anything has changed. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it. This is a like weirdly conspicuous place. Huh. So I thought this was just like a circular indentation here, but it's like a crescent moon. What could this mean? Yeah, I don't get this one. There has to be something to that, though. It's so conspicuous. Kind of thought there might be some kind of big plot development happening right at the end of that. Oh, well, I guess the next big plot development is for me to, like, go to the Death's Door. Yeah, what's this? What's he got? What's that little flower? Oh my god! It's one of those things. That's amazing. Wow. I love it. Let's see, did I rack up enough souls to get an upgrade? Not for my strength. Alright. Well, I'm gonna call this a pretty good stopping point for right now. I guess the next time I play this game, which will hopefully be in, like... Oh, let me think. If not tomorrow, then maybe like 3 days from now. We'll see. Maybe I'll be finishing this on the very last day before Elden Ring. Look at that, I got so many shiny things. But anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna call it quits. The next time I play is probably gonna be like... if not finishing the game, then doing like a roundup where I just try and like explore the world and find all of the places I could be using my many items now. And finding all of the hidden collectibles I'm missing. I don't know, we'll see. I might just rush on straight ahead to the end of the game just because I'm ready to be done with it and move on to my next game. But yeah, we'll see what I'm feeling next time. For now, I'm finished. If anybody is still there, then thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, even if you're not chatting. Have a good rest of your night, and remember to stay hydrated. I'll see you next time.